He's good. He's good. He went through shoot-around today and will be available.
How's that?
Pretty good. He was out there too a little bit. Still not sure. We're hoping we're within 10 days, maybe a week.
Has he been cleared for contact at all, or still no?
Well, he's not quite live contact, but he actually's been through some contactable things. Yes, he was playing some live one-on-one yesterday and things like that. So he's getting closer, Things with contact.
When you look at Denver and Jamal Murray in particular, he seems to have a kind of an edge to him that a lot of young point guards don't. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think I was talking to Masai actually, not recently, a week or so ago, about saw him play, and he's really got an air about him that he's really good, right? Like a swagger and a guy that usually, like you just said, that's that young doesn't quite have yet, and that comes consistently, like every night with that same feel of here's another chance for me to show people how good I am. And he's really good, really impressed with what he's done and how good he is.
How much of making it in this league doesn't always have to be exterior, but at some point you can't be running around out there doubting yourself very much, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably, Michael, the hardest thing in this league to do is to be consistent, right? There's a lot of super talented guys that'll show flashes here and there, or that'll go up and down, but I think you start to do it. I'm not saying every night, but more nights than not, or 4 out of 5 or 4 out of 6 nights, and all of a sudden, now you're talking, right? Now you're talking as a player in this league. It's not unlike our guy Pascal, right? You kind of saw the flashes and you hoped it was coming, and then all of a sudden you're sitting there going, wait a minute, 20 games has gone by, and this kid just keeps kind of getting a little bit better, and he kind of does something every night, and that's similar with Jamal.
With you guys at 24, is it difficult to sort of maintain the consistency and sort of fight against complacency that can come in this league? Because the games come fast, and you always say it's.
Normally I would say yes, right? But I think our scheduling has been really good and interesting, right? That we've had some games of interest that have, I think, kept us going, and then maybe when there's one sneaking in there that you think, oh, this is a tricky one because of the record or whatever, we've kind of gone out and played hard on the defensive end, right? Cleveland the other night, for example, we didn't play that well, but I didn't really expect us to, really, but we played hard, right? And that's kind of the thing we're doing, and we made some improvements on some things with some certain individual players that I liked. And now you come back in here, and if you can't get ready to go for tonight, because this is a really, really good team. I mean, Mike Malone is doing an awesome job with these guys. They're doing it at both ends. There's so much connection with this team, and if our guys don't get excited about playing against that team, regardless of, I mean, this is a high-level playoff type, two teams that are planning on being in the playoffs for a while, playing each other. So again, it's a good timing for us. I think we need this test right now of a really good team.
You said similarities between them and where you guys were maybe 3 years ago, young kids proving themselves, making that step?
Yeah, I do. I think you're seeing a team that is playing pretty selflessly, right? There's some guys that know what their roles are and accepting them. I see just a lot of force in their play. They come up the floor and they're decisive, and there's cutting and there's ball movement and they're sharing the ball, and I see a connection on the defensive end too. They've played well, their record, and they've beat some good teams and beat down some teams, and this team is good and for real. And again, I think their coaching staff and Coach Malone deserve a lot of credit for getting this group to where they are right now.
How hard is it to defend against a team where you got a big like Jokic kind of running? That's almost like he's the hub, everyone's running off him.
Well, what changes normally here is that one of your rim protectors is out. Well, he's not near the rim. He's not near the rim as much, so he's out guarding the ball a lot, and it changes some of your help coverages, and it changes some of your guys that are going to have to rim protect tonight, right? So we're gonna need, and it's a different feel. and you gotta watch it early and make sure and make the corrections as you go, and keep reminding guys that aren't sometimes going down to vertical at the rim or to protect or block shots or slide over and help drives, that they're not doing it as much, because your rim protector's inside and he's not tonight. Then you got to do it, and hopefully, I always say that sometimes the chemistry develops within the game. As the game goes on, they're doing something a little different, but then they start getting some reps of it and they settle into it a little bit.
Is he a guy that you can guard with a smaller big, or is he too good in the post that he can punch that?
He's pretty good, right? If you try to go small or light on him or quick, he'll end up going inside. I mean, he knows exactly who he's playing against. I mean, it's like a I don't know, maybe a pitching matchup where he knows, like, so I have a good idea what he's going to do when Serge is guarding him and what he's going to do when JV's guarding him, and I'm sure he does too tonight. We may try some other people on him though tonight too, besides our two bigs, because Millsap, is out there a lot too.
You said early that game against the Celtics, game 2 or 3, where you said if you had your druthers, you'd rather be 20 games in to see what you have before you play them. Now you've got this tough stretch, 8 or 10 games. Is it a good time for it now where you guys are?
Yeah, I think I'm probably most happy with how we're learning and progressing and advancing. I see us playing, again, better stretches, longer, eliminating the awful stretches. There's still a few minutes that we gotta get rid of that. We'll give up 3 straight scores. Just have three really bad defensive possessions or something, and those have to stop. We got to make sure that there's some stretches in the late in the third, early in the fourth that we're digging in and giving tremendous energy and effort on the defensive end. And if they throw in tough shots, then they throw in tough shots. But we've had, those are the things I'm trying to eliminate right now.